game changer in Bitcoin, and the TLDR, the too long didn't read, is the price is going up. So I hope you're paying attention to this. Guys, welcome to the channel. It's Dinny here, as usual, shooting my little video on my way up to the gym, get my training in. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I am owner of Ireland's first Bitcoin consulting company, and we're in our 5th year now of helping people to use Bitcoin to retire early, help them to custody it correctly, and to also help them to leverage it as part of a business strategy. And if you need help with any of that, check out bitcoinwithdinny.com. That's how you can get a hold of us. So finally, we spoke about this. The ETFs, they weren't able to solicit Bitcoin to their clients, meaning they weren't able to suggest Bitcoin to their clients. They could sell Bitcoin to their clients if their clients asked about it, but they couldn't get on the phone and ring you up and go, Dinny, how's it going? By the way, there's this financial asset that we haven't been able to tell you about. It's the highest performing thing for 15 years. Nothing has kept up with it, and we think you should put it in your portfolio. It makes rational sense. It increases the Sharpe ratio of your portfolio, meaning that risk and return, your portfolio will perform better with a Bitcoin element than without a Bitcoin element, which is quite ironic, because ask a Joe on the street or a Jane on the street and they'll assume that putting Bitcoin into a portfolio makes it more risky, but the actual mathematics behind it is that it makes it less risky by putting Bitcoin into the portfolio, which is awesome. So news out is that today Morgan Stanley, they've got 15,000 advisors, and they can hit the phones and they can start selling Bitcoin. And this can have an immediate impact on the price, because literally people can just go, okay, well, I'm 50% of my portfolio is in Apple, maybe I'll put 5% into Bitcoin, can you do that? And boom, it's done, the Bitcoin is bought immediately. So it's something that can happen immediately. And the way I explained it to our guys in Retire Early Club, because we spoke about this months ago, was it's a bit like The Wolf of Wall Street, if you've ever seen that film. And they hit the phones and they sell the shit out of their products. They don't care what they're selling. They do not care, because they get paid in commission. So the more they sell, the more they get paid. They also get paid on performance, okay, which sort of incentivizes them to sell their clients something decent. Now that we know the data that Bitcoin is the highest performing thing and nothing else has kept up with it, got a stone in my shoe, they're incentivized to get their clients to put Bitcoin into their portfolio. So as of today, the phones are hopping, people are being rang up, and they're selling Bitcoin to people. Now remember, everyone who understands Bitcoin owns Bitcoin, and everyone who doesn't understand Bitcoin will own Bitcoin once they understand it. That's the way the Bitcoin journey works. Okay, so right now they've begun the education process to all their clients, and some of these are very high net worth clients. It's 1.something trillion that they've got under management. 1.something trillion. Okay, the entire market cap of Bitcoin, remember, is only $1 trillion. So it's pretty exciting. It's going to have a massive impact on price. Price is going up, as we well know. You got to take advantage of the dips, the short-term moves. You really have to take advantage of this. This is how you retire early, by being in a position to capitalize on this sort of stuff and not worrying about short term, not getting obsessed with medium term, and setting yourself a 4-year strategy. Like, you know, I made a 4-year. Well, how I do things is different strategies. Guys, do me a favor, do your daily exercise for me. Just hit the like button, it helps the algorithm. Because a lot of times Bitcoin content, you can't get it out there, the algorithms don't like it. Your overlords don't want you learning about Bitcoin and understanding how to retire early, okay? Because your overlords own the traditional financial system, which has enslaved you your whole life. And you think Bitcoin's risky. I think it's more risky not to know about Bitcoin and to be stuck in that system where it steals all your time. What I do is, I have a couple of ways that I make my strategy personally. So yeah, thanks for the likes, I can see them popping in there, appreciate that. And if you're just sitting there and you haven't actually done it yet, we'll wait for you, the lads down the back, come on. What I do myself is I've created multiple different strategies. And one of my strategies is the Dinny doesn't have to work strategy. And it involves around making a bet, and it's a 4-year bet, it's a cyclic. It's a bet around the cycle. The Bitcoin cycle is approximately 4 years. Okay, and sometimes I'll just make a bet and it's called the Dinny doesn't have to work bet. So it's one trade, it's one swing trade that I put that I basically take a position out and I hold it for maybe 2 years. I buy at the bottom of the bear market or somewhere near the bottom, and I sell at the top. And of course I'm not selling Bitcoin, why would I sell that? But I make a bet on something that's a little bit more risky. And the downside is you get it wrong and you have to work, and the upside is you get it right and you don't have to work. But I like working anyway, so I work either way. So there is no downside. With that sort of a bet, you'll see the volatility, like the volatility we had over the weekend there. Absolutely wrecked. I just wish, not that I wish, I'm glad I made my bet when I made my bet. But if I hadn't made the bet, it's like, it's never too late. It's never too late. There's always opportunities. Man, if I had money sitting on the sidelines over the weekend there, it's like a simple way to make 50 grand. It would have been an easy way to make 50k. Just on the market volatility, like. And but fortunately or unfortunately I don't. But if you do, there's plenty of opportunities out there. You just got to learn. The opportunity will never be gone with Bitcoin, but the sooner you learn the better. Study Bitcoin, read Bitcoin books if you want to accelerate the process. If you want to get in our Charlie Club and learn the bets that I made and the exact positions that I put on and how I done it and why I done it and rationale to it, check out Charlie Club. Drop me a DM. We don't actually take members in off the public, but if people message me, and they, that they're a little bit more, they're not going to be hard work as a client. They're not a time waster because they've reached out to you. You've solicited me rather than me soliciting you. But if you are interested in Retirely Club and everything that we do, we've got a call tonight. We do a call every 2 weeks. We've WhatsApp community. We have a school platform with I think 6 courses in it. We bring in expert guests. It's just an absolute ton of value, and you're stuck with us for a year, where we change your life and we teach you how to retire early and do it all in a tax efficient way, because half the money you earn is tax. So the more efficient you can be in that, you'll retire twice as quick. Most people don't understand that. Again, massive value by being in the club. So yeah, shoot me a DM if you are interested in that. There's always going to be opportunity. There will be more opportunity down the line, and that's why being in the community and having accountability and getting the education is the difference between retiring early and not retiring early. Never DIY anything, okay? There's a reason why you didn't wire your house yourself if you're not an electrician. Why? Because you make a balls of it, and it ends up costing you longer in the long run. Fortunately, with our financial education and our particularly crypto, because it's democratized, it's open to everyone, so people assume they can get it right. I couldn't get it right. That's why I hired expert guests, or I hired experts when I first got into the space to teach me and accelerate my learning, and I spent tens of thousands on my education, and that allowed me to ultimately retire early. So I fulfilled the goal. That's what we like to pass on to you guys. Share the info. If you're not in a Retirely Club, it's a ton of value. Get involved. And watch out, because there's going to be more volatility. But remember, there's 15,000 people who work for Morgan Stanley. We're all incentivized to sell Bitcoin to the world now. And what are they doing? While you're watching this video, they're hustling. They're hitting the phone. Okay? They're getting people allocated into Bitcoin. They're beginning them on their journey. Remember what I said earlier? Everyone who understands Bitcoin owns Bitcoin. And guess what? Sooner or later, everyone will understand Bitcoin. Some people not for 10 years, some people not for 12, some people not for 5. Those who understand it today have a much better opportunity, just like those who understood it 2 years ago had a much better opportunity, just like those who had understood it 4 years ago, many of them are retired early. Guys, have a super day. Hope you got some value from this. Dinny out for now.